We are going to do a top 5 lure fishing for ponds, basically. And maybe be 5 for topwater, crankbaits, chatterbaits, that kind of stuff. So, right now, I'm just going to get my tackle boxes out. Right here. I'll paint at the bottom of them once. Oh, what's up? Okay. Oh, my phone is so stupid. Only if it could just fit right here. Oh, it fits. Oh, no, they don't fit. I don't have a phone prop. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, now that we got the phone fixed, let's start off with topwater. So, in early topwater, if you're in a pond and you're not too sure if you don't like big frogs or small frogs, I would definitely buy this. If it is a small frog, I'll show you the size differences. This white frog is a regular frog. A green frog is a smaller frog. And I also got this one. I've never used it, but it's like a little popping frog. Those are the 3 baits those are the 3 frogs that I like to use. Another one is a popper. I lost my good popper, so now I'm stuck with like this. It's kind of like a frog pattern, basically. Yeah, it's basically a frog. It's a popper. And then I got this big popper. I've never used it. I got that big popper, and here's my favorite bait. I just came back from Oklahoma, and you throw a spook, and I lost my spook. But you throw a spook or a walking dog. I think this is sexy shad color. I'm not real too sure, but I caught a 5-pounder off of it. I caught a 5-pounder off of the walking dog and that small frog. And next off, I like to throw chatterbaits, and I lost a lot of chatterbaits in Oklahoma. So I'm just gonna show you the 2 that I have, and one doesn't have a trailer. So you got, that's a nice truck. You got like a little frog kind of pattern chatterbait. That one is yellow and brown. This one is chartreuse and yellow with a little. I have the tag. No, I don't. It's like a shad color, almost. And if you're looking like for crappie fishing in a pond, I have no idea what this is called. I just found this in the pond. I guess it's for crappie. It might be called like a spoon or something. It has pink, or it has this little, like on a spinnerbait, makes vibration. It has a yellow and a pink side and some feathers. Oh, here is my 3-aught hook. Oh, I've been looking for that. Darn it. Okay, so we'll start next with the chatterbaits and jerkbaits. I don't have enough room in one box for all my crankbaits and jerkbaits. If you're looking to go perch, like to catch some perch and maybe some small bass, let's see if I can get this one done. If you're going for like small perch and maybe some small bass, maybe some crappie, use a small jerkbait. It's things like, here's a regular size jerkbait to the size of that. That's pretty. It's like a little minnow, like a big minnow. Oh look, another 3-yard hook. Whoa. And I'll show you the two, I have 2 reels that I have, where'd I put the darn I'll put it right there. Yes, I do. And then here's a jerkbait. It's like I don't know what you would call this, but maybe like it's like chrome on the bottom and blue on the top. It's another, I've never used that jerkbait, but then we got these. Here's a real, you're talking about the small jerkbait. We'll compare it to that. And that's even smaller. These are for like small perch, some bluegill maybe. Possibly, I have no idea. I've never used these. I just found these in Oklahoma in a pond. And some, if you're in a deep pond, maybe like not a pond, or yeah, deep pond, just like a big one. Maybe use a rattle trap or a lipless crankbait. I have 4 rattle traps, and we got like a little perch imitation in color, and then we have like a chrome, and then we have like a neon bluegill and like a dull bluegill. So if they're biting bluegill or they're on bluegill, just throw it in one of them. And then here's, if you're in a shallow or deep, there's like a lot of rocks. Or it depends on how deep it is. There's rocks 4 to 6 foot, or no, 2 to 4 foot, 4 to 6. Use a square bill crankbait, and you maybe find, I think it's called a round bill, but these are my favorite, square bill crankbaits. I catch a lot of fish on these. It's crawl colors and trying to imitate a crawdad. And then we have this, another square bill crankbait. It's like a bass, baby bass imitation. I mean, y'all can see it's clearly a bass. And then we have this this crankbait that I use in lakes, but I also used it in ponds before that are 20 foot deep. There's a pond, public pond, probably 30 miles from my house, maybe. We go to a lot. But right there, I don't know what it is, like what it's trying to imitate, but it's green, yellow, and orange. It's very neon. And then we have this one. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be imitating a shad. Not too real sure. You got that red and white belly, yellow and blue. Got that blue dot on each side. But here's my favorite crankbait. There's a pond that's maybe a mile from my house, and it has a lot of moss. But this crankbait, for some reason, does not have a lot of moss. Okay, some family had to come visit for a minute. I'm pretty sure I was talking about this. The pond has a lot of moss, but I can somehow get this out there without getting moss. This is probably my favorite. I think it's called a round bill crankbait. I'm not sure. I don't fish with these a lot. And you see it is missing a hook, so I do have to put a hook on there, but that will be a little bit. And now the final part is the worms, I think. Let me see. We have topwater, chatterbaits, and then my final part is the hooks. Now where is my swim bait hook? In that pond where there was a lot of moss, I might throw a swim bait. And instead of going with a 4/0 hook, and if you don't know what aught means, it means offset. But instead of going with the 4/0 hook, I went with a more, I don't know, you can definitely see it's not bent as much. You can definitely see the difference. And what I use on this is I use, like what you seen on the chartreuse and green or yellow chatterbait. I use maybe like a let's see, what, I forgot what it's called. It's a Zoom Baby Shad, I think it's what it's called. And I throw on here. I'll also get some swim bait hooks that have weights on them. I don't know what I do that for. I wonder why this line turned from neon green to mossy green, but and then I use 4/0 hooks, and I'll show you. Let's see. For like, oh, and I use the swim bait hooks for like some smaller baits, like skinnier baits. Unlike maybe some brush hogs or some crawdad, like these. Maybe I use a 4/0 hook on like these, and I maybe use like the swim bait hook on this. But, and yes, I do have a lot of Zoom. I only use Zoom. Let's see. Zoom. And I have, like, other people that don't know a lot about fishing get me some stuff. Zoom. These were some, I think, Zoom Senkos. I just had to put them in a bag because the bag rips. Zoom. See, and this is what I throw on some swim bait hooks. Like the small swim bait hooks. Like a little shad imitation. It is called, that's not it, that's the lizard. What? But see, people give me like these. I've never opened these. I'm not sure if that's bad, but I just don't use other stuff than Zoom. Let's see. The rest should be Zoom. Yeah, we got some baby brush hog, some super flukes, and some lizards. That's the only stuff I brought today, or inside, but I'll throw like this. But if I'm in a pond that has a lot of grass or something, I want to throw maybe, and it's very dark, maybe throw a blue Zoom Speed Crawl. Maybe throw that one like a 3/0, because it's definitely not going to go on a 4/0. Pretty sure them hooks are 4/0. But, and if I want to throw a Senko, throw it on a 4/0, 5/0. Yeah, I'd use a Senko. Maybe not a swim bait. If I'm around grass, if I'm around lily pads, maybe throw like some frog. Maybe like some frog soft plastic. I don't know. Super Fluke, green water, or not green water, super clear water. Maybe these if I'm around some grass and stuff. Maybe throw some blue baby brush hogs. Maybe some purple baby brush hogs. And I'm not ever going to use these because they're not Zoom. Water's flying out of them. But use some lizards, use some orange and green lizards. Maybe throw a little lime green. Yeah, that's basically all. And if you're looking to throw like a universal rod, oh, I forgot to talk about my hooks and my weights. Maybe my pond setup is, I lost my hooks. 3/0, 4/0 hooks. Swim bait hook, but something I also like to use is shaky heads. Shaky heads, probably one of my favorite hooks. Favorite hooks for bass fishing. And then I use either I think this is a 3/16 or 3/8. That's all. And I'm going to show you my rods. I have an Abu Garcia 7-foot Black Max combo I throw frogs on. I have a H2O angler rod, 7-foot, medium action. The Abu Garcia is medium action. With a Tournament Choice reel. I really like Tournament Choice. And then I also like Abu Garcia, but not quite as much. I like H2O. And this one is an H2O Mentor paired with a All-Star 7.6. This is my worm rod, but in the mornings I like to throw like maybe one of them small frogs that y'all saw. But it just really depends. And the gear ratio on that is one of my highest. It's a 7 to 1. This is an Abu Garcia, this is a Lew's American Hero Speed Spool and Speed Stick. This is my oldest rod. It's my favorite rod. I've had it for 4 years, and I have 3 eyes missing yet. And I really hope that my mom buys me one for my birthday, and it's coming up in like a week or 2. But yeah, the reel is a Speed Spool. It's a 5 ball bearing system. It is a 610 medium heavy fast. I can put 10 to 20 pound line on it, and I can throw from anywhere from 3/8 to 1 ounce. And this weight is a 3 ounce. And I can cast it super far, and I can set my drag and set stuff like that. But that's gonna be all. Maybe I'll do like a fishing video later where I catch maybe some perch or something. I don't know. I might not even be going fishing later. But that will be all for right now. Have a great day.